Hello, it's Ryan from 2minutetennis.net, and in this video, I'm going to help David here, one of my YouTube subscribers, improve his serve. And by the way, if you would like me to help you with one of your strokes, just send me a short little video by email, ryan@2minutetennis.net, and I'd be happy to feature you in an upcoming video. So, David, the first thing, I want to show you something here. Your right hand, right here, comes to a pause. Just watch this. You take your racket across your feet, but I want you to watch how the racket pauses in that circle. Your right hand pauses in the circle. When that happens, all of a sudden you get a big disparity between your tossing arm being up and your hitting arm being down. Now, I know this worked for Sampras and it works for Serena Williams, but to be honest, this doesn't help amateur players with consistency and accuracy on the serve. There's too far for the racket to now have to travel to get up to the ball. Let me show you Federer here in the same situation. Now remember, you were pausing right here with your hand and just taking the tossing arm up. Watch Federer. He does not pause the racket. Let me actually draw that circle again. He does not pause his hitting hand and his racket hand in that circle. You were pausing here, but watch, he just keeps moving. And when he releases the ball, his hitting hand is at armpit height. So his hitting hand is much higher and farther along in the swing than yours is. Notice he kind of flaps his wings, if you will, like he's a bird, and his arms are coming up in a more synchronized manner. Yes, he still has his tossing arm up slightly ahead of his hitting arm, but remember, your hitting arm was all the way down here. So Federer is able to actually time his serve more easily with the technique that he's using. So David, when we look at yours again, you can notice you go across your feet with your racket, but you pause right here. I don't want you to pause here. Just keep your racket going. Remember, Federer's hand was at armpit height when he released the ball. When you release the ball, your hand is down by your hips. Again, Federer's hand was up by his armpit. So I want you to work on keeping the racket going so that it's more like you're flapping your wings where your arms are going up at the same time. It's just going to make it so much easier for you to time the ball, and you don't have to toss so high because you're not pausing the racket here, and then you have to toss high to make up the time you're losing to allow you to get up to the ball in time. So work on keeping the racket going across your feet and up in the back. The second thing is I want you to make sure that your tossing arm stays up a really long time. If we take your racket to the trophy pose, which is right here, if I draw a line at the top of your racket and then circle your hand, look how the red circle is way below the yellow line. When we take Federer to that same situation and we get him into the trophy position, notice if I draw that same yellow line at the top of his racket, that his hand is above the yellow line. The green circle is above the yellow line. Remember, your tossing hand was here, which means you're dropping your tossing hand way too soon. In fact, this is something I absolutely love about Federer's trophy position. If I draw a circle right here, notice if we zoom in, we can see both the racket and his tossing arm in that little circle. That's how long he is keeping his tossing arm up. You could even try to hit your tossing arm. I know this isn't something that you'd actually want to do in a match, but you could actually practice touching your racket against your tossing arm just as a way to practice how long that tossing arm should stay up. What it does when you do this is it keeps your shoulders tilted correctly, making it easy to swing up into the ball. And it also allows the proper timing of that tossing arm coming in and tucking into the body. And then, David, the last thing I want you to notice is how your right foot, your back foot, overtakes your left foot and comes in next to it. What we really want to see, just like Isner, is that the foot comes in behind the front foot. Here's a great view of that from the back of Isner. Watch his back foot come right in behind the front foot. That helps you not face forward and open up too much, which just leads to not hitting enough spin, collapsing from the waist. You can just see that back foot come right in behind. It helps them keep the chest to the side, the body to the side longer. This is going to allow you to hit a better kick serve, a better side spin serve. I want you to bring that back foot up against the front foot, but in back in order to hit your best serves. So in closing here, David, work on bringing your arms. Yeah, you can see that. Oh, it's called scissoring. One arm up, one arm down. Work on getting the arms to come up more together with that lower toss. Work on keeping the tossing arm up longer, and also work on just bringing that back foot in behind the front foot. And there's no doubt you're going to gain confidence, win more matches, David, and play much better tennis. This is Ryan Reedy from 2minutetennis.net. David, you got this.